What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I got a short video for you today. We got a couple things to do to the 4Runner. I know I keep saying we got another build starting. That is still happening. I just have to finish up a few things. I want to get the 4Runner done, get it lifted. I got something to do to my car and just button up all the little things on the green truck, on the 4Runner. So I still have the next build coming very soon. Like I said, I'm just trying to button up all this stuff. So today we got a new head unit to put in the 4Runner, and then I want to get the running boards off just so when we lift it, I know those are going to rub on the new tires. So we're going to take those off. So let's get started. This is what I got. This is actually out of Morgan's old car, the Forester. This is from Amazon. It's a pretty cheap head unit, but honestly, for the price, it has been working really good. They haven't had any issues at all with it. And then we got the harness here, the little adapter harness to plug in. And then you can see this is already still wired up for the other car. So we got to cut that out. But first, we got to get the old radio ripped out. So not too bad. We just got to pull this cover off down here, and then this whole surround comes off, and then you can unbolt the radio and we can get the new one in, see if it fits. All right, we got everything pulled out. So this is the factory amp that we're not going to be using, and you can see it's a different plug-in. So when you buy this wiring harness kit, you got to take that amp out and plug the new plug-ins right into this harness before the amp. The new stereo has an amp built into it, so we're not going to be using that. It really doesn't even do anything anyway. Before we wire it in, I want to get the new brackets, or I guess the old brackets from this radio, bolted onto here, and make sure it clears that bezel and everything, and make sure it sits right. All right, we are fitting really good. Fits in there like factory. So let's get this wired in. We got these wires here. It's so simple. You just match color for color. So like I said, this other one is still wired in for the other car. So we'll just chop that off, match up the colors, and we'll be done. Just like that, super simple. Like I said, just match color for color, and we are wired in. So before I heat shrink this, I'm gonna go plug it in, make sure everything works as it should. Then we can heat shrink it, zip tie it up all nice and tidy. All right, we're all wired up, ready to go. This GPS antenna, I've never really had to put it up on top of the dash. I've always just kind of stuck it back in there somewhere and it picks up a signal just fine. So we're gonna zip tie it back underneath the dash over here somewhere and should do just fine. If we do have issues in the future, I can always run it up and stick it up on one of the corners, maybe up here in the dash. But like I said, I've never had issues with it being in the dash. So let's do that. We'll get it hooked up and we can put all this trim back together and be done with it. Alright guys, head unit is installed. Everything's working good. Now let's pull off these running boards, get these out of the way. All right, we got the running boards off, looking much better. Honestly, it looks lifted now without those. Here's the other side. Looking a lot better. I got a quick little update on the green truck. I'll show you real quick. I figured out that idle issue. And yes, I have been driving it and it is completely packed full of bugs. Gotta give her a bath, but check it out. So, if you remember when I first got this thing running, it was idling really weird and I was messing with this screw right here. It's basically the throttle stop screw. And when I was messing with it, the idle does adjust because it manually opens the throttle plate, but I think it screws with the throttle position sensor and I think that's why it was running weird. So what I did was I reset the battery, I reset the ECU, I turned it in until it was idling at like 2,000 RPMs. And then I slowly backed this out until it hit like 750, 800 RPMs. And now it's running perfect. There's no more RPM hang, drops right down to idle, starts easier, and just runs a lot better. So quick little update on that. I did already clean the idle air control valve a while ago, so I knew that wasn't the issue. It's already clean. It looks brand new inside. So quick little fix, quick little update. Also, I am pretty close to being able to sell this thing. Like I said previously, trying to get miles on it just to make sure we don't have any more issues with it, but it has been running very good. So if you guys are interested, I'll drop my email address down below if you want to shoot me an offer. I've had quite a few offers around 15,000, so I'll probably shoot for right around there. But let me know what you think. If you have an offer, feel free to shoot me an email. Well, that's it guys. Nice short little video for you. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go drop a like and a comment. We'll see you in the next video.